Hello, my name is Michael Corso, and I'm the Director of Financial Aid at William Patterson University. And today we're going to be talking about SAP, Satisfactory Academic Progress, and how we can help you understand it better so that you can navigate not only your financial aid history here at William Patterson, but your academic life, and how the two of them can work together to make you more successful. So now I'm going to share my screen and help you understand this process a lot better. So our policy has two components that are the main criteria. The qualitative, which is the cumulative GPA of a 2.0, and I think everyone knows that. In high school, we've all really wanted our GPA to be as high as possible. But to meet the minimum standards for satisfactory academic progress, a 2.0 is required. But then there's also the quantitative, and that means the completion rate. So for anyone who has attempted 31 or more credits, a student needs 67%. So most of your academic life, after your first year, you'll be needing to meet a 67% completion rate. But before you reach 31%, you need a 60% completion rate. And this means that you do not want to fail or withdraw from too many courses. The completion rate is new to most people entering college. And that's why I'll be spending a lot of time on the completion rate part of the satisfactory academic policy. The regulations show us that an F or an FN grade affect both the GPA and completion. Now we know an F grade is when you fail. That means when you complete a course and you earn an F grade. An FN grade is when you stop attending a course. It might be in week 10 or week 11 or 12, and you just stop attending for whatever reason. And you are given an FN grade at that point. Both of them have negative effects on your GPA and your completion rate. A withdrawal grade only affects your completion rate, but not your GPA. There's also the 150% rule. This is when later on in your academic career, if you spend too much time at the university, you may run out of financial aid. Normally it takes 120 credits to graduate. And the 150% means that if you attempt 180 credits, that means you are no longer eligible for financial aid. So here's the chart. A completion rate needs to be 67% if you have 31 or more attempted credits, or a completion rate needs to be 60% if you are 30 or less attempted credits. And here's the formula. Basically, it's the earned credits divided by the attempted credits. And here's some examples. 12 divided by 15 is 80%. 9 divided by 15 is 60%. 6 divided by 15 is 40%. 3 divided by 15 is 20%. And 0 divided by 15 is 0%. So 12 earned credits, 9 earned credits, 6, 3, and 0 earned credits over the attempted credits. Specifically, here is someone who has 9 earned credits and 15 attempted credits, and that would be 60%. Now let's say in their second semester, they also took 9 earned credits and 15 attempted credits. So they would be at 30%, I'm sorry, 60%. 30 credits, but at 60%. The next student in their first semester would take 9 earned credits 15 attempted at 60%, but their second semester they did even better. They earned 12 credits, attempting 15, and that brought their completion rate up to 70%. Here's a student who, in their first semester, they only earned 3 credits. That means they might have withdrawn from a few classes or maybe earned some Fs or FN grades. So their completion rate was only 20%. Now their second semester, they did better. They earned 9 credits over 15, but the total combined is only 40%. So that student would not be making satisfactory academic progress, and they would have to file an appeal. So you see what happens is once you start off at 20%, it's very difficult to reach the 60% or 67% completion rate. Here's a student who earned 3 credits over 15 at 20%, and they did very well their second semester, 15, 15, and they reached 60%. Now here's a student who in their first semester did very well. They earned 13 credits over 18 credits, 100% completion rate, but their second semester, something happened. They earned no credits. Either they withdrew from every class or they had a combination of withdrawals and Fs or FNs. So their completion rate was only 50%. They would have to file an appeal. Now here's someone who, after 2 semesters, had earned 18 credits over 36 attempted for the 50%, and then their third semester they attempted 12 and earned 12, but they were only at 62.5%. So you see, it's difficult to raise your completion rate once you start off below 50%. So I'm saying all this to make sure that you don't withdraw from too many classes. And certainly don't fail too many classes, because failures and FNs not only affect your completion rate, but also your GPA. So a quick overview again. The regulations that guide the satisfactory academic policy: qualitative, cumulative GPA of a 2.0 or better; quantitative, completion rate after 31 credits, 67% or better, so do not fail or withdraw from too many courses; the 150% rule: once you attempt 180 credits, you can lose your financial aid. You have a right to appeal if you don't meet any of these standards. But the appeal must be extenuating circumstances. That means there must be a sickness involved, or an accident, or perhaps the death of a parent, or a family situation. Extenuating means beyond your control. You must provide documentation to support the extenuating circumstance. The appeal will be reviewed by a committee outside the financial aid office, and then a decision will be made by that committee. You must include an academic plan. How are you going to do better? Will you be meeting with your advisor on a weekly basis? Will you be going to the Academic Success Center? If your appeal is approved, you'll be placed on probation, and your aid will be reinstated after 1 semester. After that semester of probation, we will review your appeal. And if you met the plan, then you will have your financial aid restored. You can't earn any Fs or FNs or Ds or D pluses or WDs or incomplete grades during your semester of probation. So your appeal, specifically, you'll be submitting it online. Again, explain extenuating circumstances out of the ordinary. What happened during this semester that caused you to do poorly? What help did you seek? What has changed or improved that will make you do better and succeed? It has to be well written, at least 2 paragraphs, proper capitalization and punctuation. Don't use any text format, or you're not writing this to your friend. This is a very professional document that you're writing. The documentation must support the reason you did poorly in the semester. It must be directly related to the reason in your appeal. Your appeal will be denied without the sufficient documentation. And you have to upload both the appeal and the documentation at the time the appeal is submitted. So if your appeal is approved, you'll be placed on that semester of probation. And you can't earn an F or FN or D or D plus or WD or incomplete grade during that semester of probation. If your appeal is denied, you will lose your financial aid eligibility. So the approval during the semester of probation is the time to show that you can succeed. And as I said, you can't earn these grades. Now, even if you do not achieve a GPA of a 2.0 or a completion rate of 67%, you'll be eligible for aid as long as you don't earn one of those grades, the F, the FN, D, D plus, WD, or incomplete. And you'll remain on probation until you raise your GPA to a 2.0 and a completion rate of 67%, as long as you don't earn one of those grades. Some students remain on probation for 2 or 3 semesters, and they work their way back up to a 2.0 or 67% completion rate. If your appeal is denied, the only way you can raise your GPA and regain your financial aid eligibility is on your own. You have to pay out of pocket. There's payment plans and there's private loans available for students in this situation. On your WP Connect screen, you can see your SAP status. By each semester, you can see if it's award aid, that means you're eligible for financial aid. If it's denied all aid, that means that you have to file an appeal. The deadline to submit, well, the summer opens up in early June, and the deadline is August 15th at 11:59 p.m. The process ends exactly at 11:59 p.m. So don't wait to file your appeal until 11:50 on August 15th. Do it very early. Don't wait until August 15th, because if the process ends in the middle of your submission, you'll be locked out and we won't be able to review your appeal. So work with your advisor. Here is the link to the Advisement Center, and use the Academic Success Center. These are really great tools for you. Get to know your advisor. Get to know the Academic Success Center. We're here to help you. We're here to support you, to make you successful in your academic and financial aid career. Satisfactory academic progress is a federal regulation that we must follow. And the appeal process is something you can use when there are extenuating circumstances that affected your ability to achieve your academic goals. Thank you for participating in this webinar, and I wish you success.